Ahead of the July 16, 2022 governorship election in Osun State, the February 19 Osun primary promises to be a battle of wits and grits. The three combatants say it all. Incumbent helmsman Adeoti and Oyetola, who is a member of the All Progressive Congress caretaker national leadership, Moshood Adeoti, two-time local government chairman and former state secretary to the state government with the support of former governor and minister of the interior, Ralph Aregbesola, and Honorable Lasun Yusuf, a former deputy speaker of the House of Reps. No doubt it is an intimidating field, but the day belongs to the elector. At the end of the day, the elector carries the day. What
Yes.
he says is final.
Yes, and in this case, Osun, just like Ekiti, I've opted for the APC in Osun State. I've opted for direct primaries.
That's it.
I like the direct primary model for choosing standard bearers of political parties because it's more participatory and, in my view, even more transparent than the situation in which a few people get selected to go and
handpicked.
Yes, to go and decide for millions of people. You know, so now there would be flashpoints, places where this election will be decided.
Okay.
Yes. You know, if it was primary election, maybe they would just put everybody in the hall. I mean, if it was indirect, put everybody in the hall. You know, there's nothing like election taking place simultaneously in different parts of the state. But this time around, that's what is going to happen. Across the state, election will take place.
So it's like a modicum. It's like
a mini election proper.
Mini state election.
You know,
governorship election.
What would happen here can actually be the foretaste of what will happen in the main election. I have no doubt at all in my mind that whoever wins the primaries
will truly
on Saturday
truly be representative of what
would win the governorship election proper. That is what I'm sure of, because given the seriousness with which the candidates, I mean the aspirants, are going about this project, including the mudslinging that is going on, you know that they will not want to take this lightly. And talking about the flashpoints, Ilesha comes to my mind, because Ilesha is where former Governor Aregbesola comes from, but there are so many powerful people who are Governor Oyetola's supporters who are also from Ilesha, including Ilesha East, where the governor comes from. I mean, where the former governor comes from. Ogbeni is from Ilesha East. The speaker, the current speaker, is also from Ilesha East. Member representing that federal constituency is also from Ilesha. Professor Adewale, the middle past Minister of Health, is also from Ilesha. The Subeb chairman, who is the DG of Oyetola campaign, that's Famurewa, who was in the House of Reps for 2 terms during Aregbe's time. He's from Takumosa, but you know, it's the same federal constituency with Ilesha. So that is also where that's where the governor, he was the former governor's representative in the House of Reps. That's the point that I wanted to make.
No wonder you said the flashpoint. That's a flashpoint.
Yes, I'm looking at where that contest will be fierce, because I know that Aregbesola would want to do his best to win his constituency. Ilesha East and Ilesha, the entire Ilesha, but he has to contend against people like the chief of staff. The chief of staff to the governor is also from Ilesha.
Wow.
So the battle is
That's
going to be, yes, it's a real battleground. But when you move away from, I think Honorable Ayeni too, Ayeni is also from Ilesha, and of course Honorable Batunde Komolafe from Atakumosa. So that federal constituency is the main battleground, not because it has more votes than other places. Osogbo still has more registered APC members than other areas.
All right.
But in terms of the way how fierce the contest will be in that area, that's why I take it as a flashpoint, and we've got to look out for possible violence and all that from that area. And then when you Ife, I see Ife as a no-go area for the incumbent governor, because he has everything going for him. There, you know that Omishore, the former deputy governor, has never lost an election in that area since 1999.
He's an Ife son.
Yes, and he's the governor's supporter. You know, the quantum of votes from Ife is always significant. It can determine who wins an election.
Okay, it swings.
And he has been going around letting people realize that he's for the governor. When the governor has an event, you see Omishore sitting in front.
Wow.
You know, so he has support, the governor has support from that area. Of course, if not, all of this, Senator Omawurare is who was two-term senator under Governor Adeoti, who was majority leader in the House of Assembly in Lagos, and who is currently an SSA to President Buhari. He's also from Ife. Even his elder sister, Nike Omawurare, the DG of the Abuja liaison office, is also from Ife. So that's why I said that area is locked up. That area is locked down. That's the word for the governor. Ife is locked down for the governor. But
this is not to wish away the influence of Moshood Adeoti.
We are here to get to where I think he's going to do well. I'm just looking at flashpoints where we could have a tough contest, but I'm also talking about where the governor appears to be strong, and if not, where you have Honorable Latunji, the majority whip, and Honorable Bamishayemi, you know, two-term House of Assembly member there, from that area. Then, of course, coming to Osogbo, which is the
real deal.
Yes, the state capital. We have the two-term cabinet member in the cabinet of Aregbesola, that's Ajibola Bashir, the spokesman of the Senate. Is probably the most effective politician from that constituency now. I don't think he can do 3 weeks outside of Osogbo. He will come home. He's done well. He's become a grassroots person and become very effective. And then, of course, remember the deputy governor, Laoye Tomori, now Laoye Ponle. He's from Olonda. Olonda is the second local government outside within Osogbo, you know. And she's the leader of the Oyetola campaign in that area, and also the face of swagger in the state. So the governor has her on our side. Then Lasun, talking about a record, I expect the former Senate, Senate leader also at that time.
House of Reps, deputy.
No, Honorable. I'm talking about Senator Yusuf Lasun.
Okay.
You know, he's from Ilobu, and he's very strong in that area.
Deputy Speaker.
No, House was a senator.
Okay.
House of Reps. Sorry.
House of Reps, yeah.
Yes, Deputy Speaker.
Lasun Yusuf.
I remember now. And Adeoti from Iwo is going to do well over there in Ejigbo. Not Jim Salam, the former speaker. He remains a loyal supporter of Aregbesola. is going to do well in that area. Of course, we also have a good number of the governor's supporters, I mean the former governor's supporters from that area. But it's shaping up to be a tough contest. 37,000 voters in Osogbo alone, higher than any other area. Irekodun has just 20,000 registered APC members. So you know where the parties need to work hard. It has to be Osogbo. And I can tell you, whatever happens, the conflict will go on after this election. So party leaders need to move in and try to reconcile these persons. Yes, since they've chosen to remain in the party.
Yeah. All right. BC Jide has spoken so copiously about the chances of the incumbent governor. But this is not to throw away the challenge of former Governor Adeoti. I'm looking at Moshood Adeoti and, of course, Lasun Yusuf.
Well, I'm curious, really, to see what will happen tomorrow, and I'm sure many people are also curious. Not even with the kind of campaign that we've been seeing in the past 1 week, and the accusation and counter accusation from different parties. Actually, before now, I would say I was thinking that there shouldn't be any problem for Oyetola. Ordinarily, and then based on what I think he did when he came to power. And I will just mention two things. I know that before he became governor in Osun State, the issue was about half salary. And I think when he got to power, he reversed that and he began to pay people's full salary, to the point that people were asking, where is he getting money from? And you know, Osun State is more or less a civil service state. Yes. So I'm thinking that he would...
Like a Akwa.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, he should have won the hearts of the people.
That's it.
And also the kind of commotion, I put that in quotes, that characterized the educational system in the state before he became governor. When he came on board also, he also tried to douse tension, and since he came, there has been a relatively calm and peace in that direction. However, when I now began to see the kind of campaign by the former governor and also the people that were going on with him, and the way he was also talking about his relevance and his power, I knew I watched a particular video where he told the supporters that they should stop referring to themselves as a factional APC, but that they are the real and the original APC. That in fact they are the ones that the Oyetola faction is trying to contest with. So that gives you the impression that this is also a powerful force, and that is why I say personally I'm so eager to see what is going to play out tomorrow, because it will have a lot of implication for what is going to happen in the future. Because I'm looking at a situation where if all the things that former Governor Regbe said about this election and it couldn't win, that would be a serious matter. If his side did not win, that would be a serious matter. But interestingly too, the Oyetola camp has been relatively calm. You get it?
More like saying, keep them guessing.
Exactly. So you now can't really say who is the power, who is more powerful in this equation. Is it the Aregbe or the... I do not think much about the third, the Lasun aspect. I don't really think much about that. It's like, for me, the battle is between the Aregbe's faction and the incumbent governor. And I'm really curious to see how everything is going to play out, even though from what we read in the media, the kind of support that the traditional rulers, the different party members and the rest have been talking about the governor, which is expected because he is the one in power right now. And you expect that these people are likely
there's this thinking, rightly or wrongly, that an incumbent has a way of swinging at the last minute.
Well, I also believe so too. Me, I'm even thinking, well, but I don't really know, but I'm curious. I really want to know what will play out.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Yes, I will. I will.
It begs the question, do you think they see this thing tilting anyway?
Well, there can only be one direction. This thing will go. This election will be similar to the APC governorship primary election in Ekiti. It's just going to be similar because in this kind of situation, big individuals influence the pattern of voting, including at the council level of councillors, state level, wards, and all that. Those structures are in the hands of the incumbent governor. There are 26 persons in the House of Assembly. APC has 23. 2 of the 23 are Aregbe supporters.
Okay.
The rest are for the governor. Yes. You have the House of Reps, 6 House of Reps members, 2 senators, 1 for the incumbent governor, 1 supporting the former governor. That's Oriolo. You know, you have a place like Ikire, where the finance commissioner comes from, Patricia Ite, you know, the deputy governor is also from Ikire.
The same
Patricia? Yes, and she's a supporter of Oyetola. You know how you're made, you know, popular and powerful female politician, you know. She's also from Ikire and supporting the governor. There can be only one direction that this victory, this pendulum of victory will swing.
Well, mine is to adopt a look-see attitude. They say be magnanimous in victory. So it's not a winner takes all.
Yes, especially when they are in the same party. I expect that even after the contest, party leaders will be able to bring them together and put the rancorous primaries behind them and work for the party. If they can't achieve that, then it will be too bad. But it's already, they take the election seriously. The ambassador to Mexico is from Ede. He came into Nigeria today for a primary election. You know? Really? And he's a supporter of the governor.
Okay. Governor Oyetola, we wish you well. Former Governor Aregbe, we wish you well. We are middlemen, you know, in all of this. But let the thing play out according to the rules. Because even when 2 elephants indulge in a love tango, BC is the same grass that suffers.
The grass is the host.
All right, so that will just about do it for the program today. If you missed this edition, not to worry. Join us at 11 in the evening for a late edition. And on Sunday, there's an expanded 2-hour show from 1:30. Join us at that time. Of course, just to tell you, we are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. On behalf of Jide and BC Deji Folutile, right? Folutile. And the Backroom Boys, thank you very kindly. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye now.